today's video. So I'm going to be doing a comparison of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in diffused light. Just a reference, I keep calling it lightning, it's lighting. And then I'm also using the Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder. Now I know it's designed to be an under eye powder, but it's the closest thing I have for a brightening powder. So I did use it all over the face, so just bear that in mind. But yeah, I'm going to put these to the test today. Can I see any difference in person? Can you see it on camera? Can we see it with flash? Flash reveals a lot of hidden secrets that we don't ever want to get out, as we know about how unforgiving it is on our skin texture. If you're interested in the results, then you better keep watching. Don't forget as well, you guys, to like and subscribe this video, please. It means so much to me, especially with YouTube engagement. Like, I'm really trying to get that up there. So if you could do that, even just one like, just takes a second. I will put 1p in your PayPal balance. Probably shouldn't say that because I'm going to be held to that now. But yeah, please just take 1 second of your generous time to give it a like and maybe even subscribe. Who knows?
Okay, so I am starting off with the Hourglass powder, and I'm using the Real Techniques brush just to apply this because it's really soft, and I just thought because this is such a finely milled baked product, I thought it would just sort of spread the product really nice. So I'm taking this on the right side of my face, which will be the left on the monitor. So on the left hand side, that is going to be the Hourglass section, and then on the right hand side of the screen, but the left hand side of my face, it's going to be the Mercier Secret Brightening Under Eye Powder. I really don't know why they have such long names. Like, can we just shorten the names and make life a lot easier? So yeah, this is what it looks like on the one side of my face, and then I'm also just going to do another bit of a close-up for you to see, but my pores look smaller, so I think, but you'll see there's like this very fine luminescence that was glowing on my cheeks. And I don't have bronzer on, I don't have highlight on, I literally just have foundation and concealer on as well. So I'm taking the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder and I'm applying this on, obviously not the same brush, a similar brush that's very lightweight and isn't too harsh or heavy on the face, and I'm sort of just dusting that over very lightly, which is what I tried to do with the Hourglass one as well, because I wanted to make sure that this was as even as possible and I could take away any sort of variables that could have affected the outcome. So again, this is what this one looks like. It's still beautiful, like absolutely gorgeous. I love this powder so much, but I don't know if you can just see in sort of some sections, it just looks a bit more drying than the Hourglass one. So this was it up close and personal, and you could probably see the hairs on my moustache, but let's not talk about that. So I found something really interesting. The flash picked up on these really like luminescent little flutters of light on my cheek on the Hourglass section, and you couldn't see this in person, so I just thought that was like really cool. And again, another flash here. My pores certainly look more blurred. In comparison to the Mercier, which is still beautiful. Like in person, this is gorgeous, and God, I need to shave my face. But yeah, here's with flash as well, and it still looks beautiful, but it's just when you go up close and personal, you can just see that it looks like a slight additional layer, whereas the Hourglass, it looks like it just fuses and merges everything together.
Okay, so I've looked at all of the photographic evidence. I feel like I was in a crime scene and I was like analysing all these pictures. But from what I could see so far, I think for the ambient lighting powder, it seemed to smooth my pores a bit more. Whereas the Mercier Secret Brightening Powder sort of accentuated my pores ever so slightly. I would say with the ambient lighting powder as well, it seemed to smooth everything and it didn't seem to have any flashback or any sort of powdery texture to the skin, whereas I think with the Mercier powder I did. Now in person, I have to be really open and honest, they look nearly the same. I just think that this side, the Hourglass side, just looks a bit more healthy, a bit more dewy, and a lot less textured in comparison to the Mercier one. Now I know that's a powder that's designed to go under your eyes, but it's the closest thing that I have. And to be fair, like I know that brands say they're for certain areas, but there's nothing stopping you from using it all over the face. So in my opinion, I think personally the Hourglass powder, it's a finishing powder that's mixed with sort of like this luminescent technology to it, I guess, and I can definitely see it on my skin. Like I feel like this side just looks better. And it's quite difficult to show you on camera and trying to get it right, so I've taken loads of pictures to try and show you. So yeah, and I don't have the best skin either. Like I really don't have good skin at all. It's something I'm working on for 2021. But yeah, I think that on somebody who has much smoother and clearer skin, it would look a lot better. But this side just feels more illuminated, it feels more lifted, it feels more smoothed, whereas this side just feels a little bit like I can see another layer of my face makeup. But on first glance, like nobody would know. Do you know what I mean? Like nobody would look at me and be like, hey, you've got something different on this side than you do this side. It's when you go into like the forensic analysis of it that, see, I told you I'm in crime scene mode. Yeah, it's when you go into like the forensic analysis of it and you properly look into it and you go into a bit more detail, and you can definitely see that there are some differences. So yeah, I'm really happy with the Hourglass powder, and thank goodness, because I spent £45 on it. So thank you so much for watching my video today. I hope you find it helpful, and let me know if you've tried this and you think the same, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.